What's up, guys? It's the Real Swim Cheesy here. We're now only 21 days out, so keep it going, right? And today, like I said, we're getting much more into speculation, but I actually wanted to talk about gears in relations to the new biking stage, Lap of the Kami. And it's because, well, where do you think that map is? Like I pointed out in my, DLC prediction list, I think it's actually Underworld Hill, which, if you don't know where that is, there's no Return 2 map, that wasn't like the actual fight. It wasn't a fighting immersion of Guilty Gear, but it's where like a lot of the gears went into hiding after, humanity hated gears and all that. And since, again, kind of trying to allow the coexistence of human gears, well, I also have touched on, that could include demi-humans, all that, but again, the primary factor of that would be gears, and it'd make a lot of sense that hopefully in this story mode, because again, it was Bike and Stage that we got it with, that we'd finally get to see that Orth in the future, but the two main people, obviously, who are there that we know of are Dr. Peregrine and then Izuna. And Dr. Peregrine is just really smart, right? He was very relevant in the Zerd story mode, just helping them figure out everything that was going on with the Cradle and the Valentines and Universal Will. And we didn't actually see Izuna on that, but Izuna's obviously a person that a lot of people want to see come back as DLC, so might finally be a nod at him coming back eventually. Especially because, again, on that map, we got to see, Guardian Fox Spirits, and that's exactly what Izuna is. Izuna is, literally a Fox Spirit that was born. He's not a gear, actually. He's a backyard apparition, somewhere like Ino or, Axel, right? But he was, created after, in the remnants of Japan and when it was destroyed, so... Again, it's just interesting that... Although Biking doesn't have any direct connections to the Underworld Hill, the only real direct connections you would have is Izuna. So, again, it would be interesting to see if that's maybe why they chose that stage. It also just looks very Biking-esque. You look at the map, you're like, okay, yeah, Biking definitely fits here. But, yeah, so I think I'd definitely like to see that, place in the story mode. Again, even if we don't get Izuna or anybody there, it'd just be cool to see, gears start to move out and actually live and coexist with humans, obviously, since that is Kai's goal. But again, I like to think that it is going to be a nod that we're at least going to see Izuna in the story mode. And this is something I'll also talk about as we get closer and closer, right? But they did mention how in the story mode 2, we're going to see characters this time around that, new characters that, I can't remember if this is new, we're going to see characters that are in the story mode that aren't going to be playable characters. So that kind of sucks. The main nod at that, I think, is because we saw Delilah there too, was that they were maybe saying Delilah we're not going to see, which would very much suck. I'd be very sad to see. But again, it also could be that, Izuna or Dr. Peregrine or any of the gears that we see there, or maybe they were just referring to the Phalanx 9, right? But again, I really hope we get to see Underworld Hill. I think Biken, again, she doesn't have the only real direct connection that she has to it is Izuna, so it'd be cool, again, because obviously she's very, she's Japanese, she's part of the colony, she likes being invested in that maybe she's either going to invite Izuna or maybe already has invited Izuna to be a part of that, since, again, he was created after Japan was destroyed. He's supposed to be, their guardian spirit, almost, so, yeah, I just really like to see him, at least in the story, or else just get to see Underworld Hill in the story, but, yeah, like I said, 21 days away, we're almost reaching that 20 mark, it's going to be hype, and I appreciate y'all commenting and stuff. Yes, I know with the Nagori Yuki video that it did say we're going to be following the new cast mainly, but like I said, I think assuming that this new mode isn't solely them, because I don't really think too much, I think we're going to follow them, we're going to follow them, right? But I think we're going to see what they were doing, and then maybe the second half of the story is going to be us them maybe meeting Nagori Yuki or something, so we'll see. I'm probably going to go back, maybe tomorrow actually, since it is, 20 days away. That might be a good idea. Of just, writing down and, trying to interpret everything that was said by Daisuke involving the story mode too. But, yeah, again, appreciate you all always keeping up with these. It's been the Real Swim Cheesy. Sorry, it's one of those days, ago. But, hey, love y'all and take care.